Welcome back to Adventure and Pete's. Glad to see you here. So today we're going to talk about greasing the front suspension on IFS trucks. So in days like today where it's just snowy and winter, I hate doing them. I hate doing it anyways just because a lot of times they're all in terribly inconvenient spots, especially where the grease zerks are at, and it becomes a real pain. So on these 2024 trucks, there is 9 grease fittings. Upper lower control arms, outer tie rods. You also have the pitman arm and the upper and lower idler arms. The upper and lower ball joints are pretty easy to get to along with the tie rod, so that's usually not the problem. What problem is with these trucks specifically is on the pitman arm, you have about a 1/2 inch clearance between the top of the grease zerk and the computer for the steering box. So obviously there is no place for that to go or to put any kind of grease gun on there in the straightforward position. You have to turn the tires all the way to the right to be able to then reach up and around in the pocket to put the grease gun on the grease zerk. So if you don't have a long hose, it is pretty much impossible to do. So it's not fun. Along with the idler arm. Same situation. There's not much space above there because you got the coolant lines and things like that. So it's really tight to get in that bend. Along with the upper idler arm, grease zerk is facing sideways and way up top. And unless you take the splash guard off, it's really not fun to get into, and you need to have a long hose to be able to reach up all the way in there to grease that zerk. So it's really a pain in these trucks and really any IFS GM truck that they ever made that uses the rack and, not the rack and pinion style, but the actual pitman and idler arm combination. So to do that, I actually installed these myself already and want to show how nice it is now that the process is done. This is usually what I do on all my trucks, that once I do a service on them or anything like that, or if I change parts, I'll convert to this. But this truck, honestly, I just did it from the get-go, and I want to show you what it looks like. With that, to remove the grease zerks, I have done that on the actual pitman arm itself. I took the standard grease zerk out, 8mm or 5/16 will make it easy to thread that out, and I installed a 90-degree fitting. So just like that. What this does, installing a 90-degree fitting, is no longer have to go up and around and down. I can just go from the side. I have this facing directly out the driver's side frame rail. So yes, it's still kind of inconvenient because I'm going up and around, but I can still access it with the tires in the straightforward position, up, over, click it in, and grease it. So it's not any weird acrobatics, nothing to have to do with the steering wheel, nothing to change like that, especially when your hands are all greasy. So it's actually a very easy way to do it. And I did this the same with the lower idle arm grease zerk as well. I just have it facing directly out the passenger side wheel well, so it makes it easy to get to. So nothing up, over, and top, things like that. So when you're down there, you're looking at it, it makes it nice. Here is where the kicker is. The upper idler grease zerk. This is an upgrade that nobody talks about. Some aftermarket kits come with it, but most don't ever talk about that. And here's what I found. This is what I do on all my idler arms that I do if I ever need to service them, or if I just don't want to do it anymore. So I added this kit, and I'll have the link in the description so you can get it for yourself. It does work. It does work on this truck, and I'm going to show you here what it looks like in here in a minute. So what that is you take the old grease zerk out, you put in the 90-degree adapter, you thread that in, lightly tighten it down, then you add your extension hose on. And that will actually go down, and you can secure it, which I do off the sway bar bolt because that's what it's meant to be. And that is now down off to the side and very easy to access. Yes, the grease zerk is now in the dirt and the debris and everything else rolling around in the world, but so is your ball joints and your tie rod. So does it really matter? No, because it makes it so much easier to do, and now you won't hate doing it like I usually do. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, try to make it easy for you. So this is a great upgrade for your new truck or anything else you have to service and grease on a regular basis, because it's not a fun job. Maybe a little hard to see, but that is the driver's side facing outwards right there on top of the control arm. And you can see the computer right there. Not much space to get to, but the driver's side works out nice. Same thing with the passenger side lower control arm grease zerk. It's right there. Easy to access right from the frame rail. As you can see, the upper idler arm grease zerk, we now have the hose installed right there. Hose comes down right over top of the sway bar and right there next to the sway bar link. So it's actually super nice and easy to get to. It's out of the way. Doesn't accumulate that much dirt and debris, but it makes life that much easier. No kinks, not tight, easy to access, and it's something I like to do and I actually recommend on everything. Now, if you already have these zerks on hand, these are the 1/4 28 thread count. So this is the standard thread, not the metric, so it's easy to do. It's standard stuff. And then that hose, I have a link in the description as well, so it works out great. This is something I highly recommend. It works for me, and it should work easier for a lot of people. So hopefully you can like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you're going to hear about, and subscribe. We've got a lot of great content coming, a lot of great content on the channel, so be sure to check it out. And remember to have a great adventure.